in the snowy gloom of Scotland, Scandinavia invades. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another 12-12 siege battle for you today, and we do have Denmark defending in this one against Sweden and Norway. And I think Denmark has actually got Scotland as an ally, so I feel like this is like a sort of Scottish, like Danish sort of defensive, maybe like snowy Scotland. I mean, it could be Scandinavia, I guess, but it would make more sense that the Scandinavians would come across to England rather than Scotland going to Scandinavia. But yes, we have a nice 2v2 12-12 AD siege battle for you today, and I mean, this is great. We don't often have many like snowy winter battles. It's a little early in the year really to be covering this one, I guess. Should be a Christmas special maybe, with all the snow going on. But yeah, it is going to be a fun one, that's for sure. It's going to be difficult, I think, maybe to get the right angles. Well, maybe not actually. It seems bright enough. But yes, I'm really excited for this one. Great to be back in 12-12 sieges, doing some more of this. And good to see some factions we don't often see very often as well. I mean, Sweden and Norway, we rarely see. Denmark we occasionally see, and Scotland as well occasionally see as well. But it seems like it's all tier 1 and maybe tier 2 stuff. I haven't seen any tier 3. So we've got Borg Swordsmen. They're dropping down onto the wall. But yeah, got some Spear Bondir up here and also some Scottish Foot Knights. Look like they'll be clashing today. Over on this side. Okay, I take it back. We have tier 3 here. We've dismounted Hospitallers here. So, you know what? It's just every single tier. But look at this. A cavalry sally out. We have Denmark selling out here with Danish Ritter. We have the Soldier Ritter here. I mean, this is tier 2 cav against tier 1. So this is not a good sign for Sweden, who's brought the weaker cav here. But it does seem as though that charge was pretty decisive there. The Danish nobles struggling. Danish Ritter here seem like they're doing okay. They could do against some archers or some infantry outside to support that fight. But as you can see here, Sweden bringing over even more cavs, some more Soldier Ritter to deal with this. They brought a lot actually of Soldier Ritter. They think it was a land battle or something, but now they're actually losing both these fights in. And Danish Ritter, I think, is going to try and retreat. It's going to lose a lot of men from doing this. I think it's going to try and retreat. It's wavering already. It's going to now charge into the Soldier Ritter here, try and get a bit of a charge. That's not a bad idea, trying to intercept them. Look at that. That causes them to lose decisively. It's a nice little charge there by the Danish. Yes, if you're enjoying the medieval action and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment showing support. It really does help out the channel as we are working towards 8k subs. Look at that, they actually annihilated that unit. And is that artillery? There's trebuchet as well, firing really danger close onto artillery, into cavalry around here. Whether they were trying to go for the general? No, they are definitely going for this cavalry. Oh my gosh. This is probably killing a lot of Danish troops and also Swedes, yeah. They probably need to stop doing that. That artillery is not helping. And all it's doing is helping to waver those Danish nobles. They're probably fine with just the archer tower shooting down, but even that might be a little bit too much. The shock infantry here on the wall did win. It killed off those Borg swordsmen. We're now going to see more hospitalities go in and take on the remaining Borg swordsmen. And that general now in here, as you can see, the Jarl's bodyguard in his bright blue, taking on the bright yellow here of Denmark. And it looks like they are going to clear up the remains of this Danish cavalry here. Oh, jeez. Okay, now fair enough, go for the with the artillery, go for these shots, because if you can kill that general, this would be incredible. Oh, it'd be great if you could actually hit the combat that's going on. There's more Swedes than there are Danes, that's for sure. I think they may have missed every single shot so far. There you go, the Danish cav. It routed like one cav, but that's since returned, and they've got like damaged one archer. Don't know if it was really worth it. But to be fair, looking at like the Swedish army, I think they made a massive mistake. They brought like a lack of archers. I mean, they did bring 3. One did get killed off, so in their defense they had brought more. But I think they've not brought enough infantry. Personally, I think they brought one too many cav units. These Borg swords already wavering at 140 men. Jeez. Oh, artillery hits in here as well. They're hitting a lot of this Soldier Ritter here. Some really good shots there by the trebuchet. Yeah, they're actually destroying these units as they try to get out of there. Really nicely done there. But yeah, I think they're struggling on the wall. Let's have a look and see how Norway's doing on the other side. So Norway here. Not bringing any Norwegians by the looks of it. Just bringing like dismounted Hospitallers to fight the Spear Huskarls up here of Denmark. But over on this side over here, what do we got winning? This is Vapenir, which is like a Scottish unit. Not Scottish, sorry, a Norwegian unit. They get up against Huskarls. The Huskarls are pretty good. I'm trying to get a good angle so we can see sort of what's going on. Is there shock infantry up here? Vapenir? No, I don't think they are. Maybe that's just the officers. Got noble longswords up here. That's probably what I'm looking at. These guys, they're chewing through some more Vapenir. That looks of it, maybe. Oh no, these are dismounted hospitals as well. Well, a bit of both actually. There's definitely Vapenir down there. Let's see if we can get a better angle. We'll just get a. This is the problem with. That's the best angle I can see. This is the problem with playing snowy battles on Attila. It's really dark. Unfortunately, it's like the middle of winter, and it's just so dark you can barely see what's going on. Hospitals over here, they're battling away, trying to take the walls. They probably might take them. They are heavy infantry. They are pretty solid. They're taking on spears by the looks of it. They look like they'll do just fine there. Over on this side, the Norwegians are very outnumbered. They're the one Vapenir here, surrounded by Huskarls and noble longswords. They've sent up. What have they sent up? Actually, dismounted hospitals of their own. So the hospitals are fighting on both sides today, both attackers and defenders. It's one of the sad things is that like some of the factions still need a little bit of love, just so that they don't have to rely on like hospitals. Like Norway surely has like, I mean you could probably give Norway noble longswords like Denmark. Like they're relatively similar sort of like style factions I can imagine. So it's not like it'd be too difficult to do that. And maybe Huskarls as well. I don't know. I would have thought that they have fairly similar sort of like stuff. What is that down there? I just saw some fall off the wall. I was like, is that a person fell off? But that does not happen in 1212, sadly. It seems like you can see down here with the archer support, they got longbowmen. So yeah, I mean they've got the danger of longbowmen. That's something that the English have had as well. But yeah, they're firing up onto this wall up here. And they're supporting that combat nicely, or they're trying to anyway. There's dismounted hospitals are still winning, it seems. So they could do with still turning that around. But yeah, artillery coming in. What are they going for? They're going for the, well, I think they're going for the longbowmen here. Did hit them, but they also could burn this town down. And it looks like they might be about to do so. They could burn the town down. Burning the town in Attila, settlement damage, does a lot of morale damage. So yeah, definitely worth doing. You can see here, allied man counters like defenders is the same as attackers, which is always a good sign. Balance power is only in favour of the attacks, I feel, because of all that cav. And you can see here that these Scottish foot knights have been clearing up everything on the wall so far here. They've actually done a pretty good job. They've got rid of most of the Swedish infantry. They've just got to get rid of the remaining stuff. I mean, this free company of dismounted man-at-arms. This is a cool unit. See? Just like things like this. This is a cool unit. Instead of having like just like everyone relying on hospitals, which hospitals I don't think ever really stepped for like a foot in Sweden or Denmark or Norway, Scandinavia, just generally. I don't think they stepped a foot there at all. If you give them unique sort of units instead, it makes it much more fun, much more I don't know, realistic. I'm sure they will in some time. It's just they aren't getting the love at the moment. The Byzantines obviously got a lot of love because they're Byzantines. The Scandinavian factions, when they get them, their love, I'm sure it'll come. I mean, Scotland as well. Scotland really could do with more units. Like it's only got tier 1 stuff. It's Highlanders and stuff down here. It could really do with like tier 2 stuff and tier 3. I mean, they may have some tier 2, but not a lot. I can't really remember. But they could do just generally a bigger roster. They're like a big major faction that fights England. Like you could do quite a lot with Scotland, to be fair. What we got down here, dismounted hospitals. Did they even bring like the Galagite? I don't even think they did. The Scottish foot knights are solid. And I think they could bring like the Ettrick archers, yeah. things like that. But yeah, they got like Highlanders, which to be fair, they are light infantry. They probably would be, but they haven't got much. Put it like that. And yeah, these axes now, these shock infantry on the wall, are chewing at what remains. Looks like we're gonna see dismounted. Yeah, dismounted hospitals are getting onto the wall, and we got Hanseatic infantry. Oh, they're getting hit by the artillery. What a well, that was a lucky shot to be fair for them. They missed. But yeah, the Hanseatic infantry landing straight on the wall and loosing, like shooting their crossbows off. They're not even like slowing down. This is actually pretty big for the attackers. If they can get arched onto the wall and then support their attacks, that is very, very useful. Gates are utterly destroyed. So are we going to see a Borg swordsman rush through the gate? I don't know. The Javis are going from the Highlanders. I don't know if I would go through this oil. As you can see that oil, and yeah, Javis being thrown. Oh, yeah, they're doing a little bit of damage. Not killing many, but killing some. These Borg swordsmen, which look pretty cool. I do like, again, another cool, unique Swedish unit. I think Sweden's probably got the most love out of any of the new factions. Yeah, they're gonna go straight through the oil. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I mean, the Highlanders have got an easy win here. Because this whole unit's not going to fit in. So the rest of, like, the back of this unit, yep, the back of that unit is going to get oil poured on it. So it's like 30 men that are probably going to get killed off there. So the Highlanders win this fight. And even if it doesn't kill them, it does HP damage. But I think it does. It's basically an instant kill. There's another wave of oil. Spicy. Yes, if you want to get involved in some 1212 AD battles or set in your own replays, I'm always looking for more 1212 AD replays, then feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. We've got well over 1,000 members there now, so we've got a great little community, a lot of people that love 1212 as well. So if you want to get involved, just join the link down below in the description. Always trying to get more 1212 AD replays, since you guys really enjoy it. Spears, hey, look, they're struggling now, these Spear Huskars. Yeah, they're struggling. I mean, they've beaten the shock on the wall, that's so, and dismounted Hospitales with the noble longswords. So they might, and they look like they might take this Vape near as well. It's wavering, while the Huskars are not, even though they're, as soon as I said that, they start to waver. So yeah, maybe they will break. Well, obviously the problem is now for the Danish, they brought all their like Landwehr pikemen, which is another cool, unique unit. Like, they do have some, to be fair, cool, unique units. Just not enough, I feel. Certainly not tier 3. But yeah, the Landwehr pikes here, they're ready to go, and it's great that they brought them because they're thinking long game, but they just didn't get over the first wall. So they're kind of lacking now. Interesting to see how the crossbows would do. I think you should fire. They need to fire their crossbows. These crossbow op-bud, because they can just loop over the walls now. 1212 AD update allows them to loop over the walls. So we'll see whether that does in fact work. We have crossbows coming off the wall here. I don't know if this was on purpose or this was a misclick. We have Hanseatic infantry in combat down here. They are okay in combat. They do have spear, sword and shield. They're getting supported, it looks like, by shock infantry, some dismounted man-at-arms here. And the Scottish Knight unit was a healthy unit, so I think they would take out the Hanseatic on their own. Whether the Free Company can help, I don't know. And it seems like the Highlanders are holding here. Yeah, the oil's still coming down. They're not really fighting each other anymore. Why are you not fighting? Oh, artillery. What are you going for? I don't know what they were trying to go for. Maybe the Scottish Foot Knights. I'm not sure. The Foot Knights are winning down here. Keep poking away, boys. Kill them. Kill them all. For Scotland. For freedom. I feel like I've just got to do all the Braveheart now lines. Which is exactly, it's a great movie to show that why, like, Scotland should, like, have... It's not a great movie in, like, historical aspect, but, like, in the aspect that, like, Scotland is, like, a major pain in the arse for England for such a long time. Like that, and then Outlaw King as well. Like, we've got, like, Joan of Arc as, like, a unique general, and I think we've got a few others. Why not Robert the Bruce? You could even throw in William Wallace if you wanted to, make him, like, a elite Highlander sort of unit. That's another, like, you could have I mean, we've got Gaelic, like, you could, I guess, have, which is sort of like the Highlanders, like, shock infantry. You could do, like, a Scottish foot knights, but with, like the English have got, with, like, axes. Like, I mean, like, these dismounted Free Company here, which are absolutely chewing up the Highlanders, by the way. Like, they're throwing a lot up here, actually. The Highlanders have been thrown in to take over, as the foot knights could not withstand it. But yeah, I think Scotland should certainly be on, like, near the top of that list, like, get a redo, because there's so many cool scenarios you could do with Scotland against England. I mean, the Scots hated the English so much that they went and fought for the French when the French were at war with them, and often they went to war at the same time as the French when against England with the Old Alliance. They've also got a bad... I do also like their emblem. This was very cool. I like how they have a red lion though, but their national animal is the unicorn, which is even more hilarious. Oh, we got Templar Knights now. See, this is what I mean. Like, Scotland, Templar Knights. It doesn't really make sense. I don't know why. This is a thing. But yes, good to have the Templars here, I guess. I mean, you're a little bit far away from the Holy Land. We're literally in the opposite sort of climate to the Holy Land right now. Speaking of, well, I actually not speaking of the Holy Land at all. Well, I guess speaking of Holy Orders, Hospitaller Knights here from Denmark, no, from Norway, sorry, have landed, and they've actually got inside. So Denmark is looking pretty rough actually now. I thought it was gonna be okay. I thought, oh, it should be fine. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case anymore. I don't know why they haven't just come and taken this gate. They should just get off the wall, take this gate, and then these pikes can get in. But yeah, it seems as though Denmark's going to retreat with what he has. Scotland's done a much better job of holding his side. So well that now Sweden is just charging cavalry through this gate. Well, this is a very dire situation to be trying now. Just trying to push in this cav. And yep, oil's going to just pour down onto these poor cavalry here. Oh, jeez. Oh, those lucky two got through. There you go, the cav's gone. They have got some sergeants, like, polearms left, but that is it. They look kind of cool as well. Like, sergeants in other parts of the world, like sword and shield. Here are the polearms. I like that. Hanseatic infantry as well coming up. It may be that they just don't know, because they do try to keep it historically accurate. I think they, like, go off, like, records of, like, what sort of units there are for factions. So maybe there just isn't many, like, recorded for the Scandinavians. But I would have thought, like, you could sort of use your own sort of intuition and just put some stuff in there that you thought, oh, this is likely to be a thing. Like Norway, like all the Scandinavian factions basically, Norway, Sweden and Denmark would probably have had similar sort of, like, style of warfare, being relatively quite close in relations to each other. Whether they hated each other or liked each other, they were all close and they all kind of, like, interacted regularly. Highlanders here look like they're going to die pretty quickly. I mean, they're light infantry taking on these dismounted men-at-arms. I mean, these guys are going to have got a lot of kills, actually. Like, a lot. Because they've taken out a Scottish foot knight, and then they're taking out these Highlanders, and they're relatively still healthy. Still got 100+ men. I don't know why they're putting more men at the gate, but fair enough. Put more men at the... I mean, maybe they're just... Oh. Maybe for this reason. Maybe the Hanseatic infantry is going to try next. I mean, they should just fire crossbows. Not really a great... We can't really see amazingly. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. But yeah, the Hanseatic infantry, I guess, can fire through that gap. Through the gate. Yep. Looks like that's what's about to happen here. I mean, shooting the Highlanders should be no problem. They're light infantry. It's the Scottish Knights behind. Well, Scotland needs to start looking in his back lines and thinking, you know what, I need to start sending men over there. Which he is now doing. He's sending these Templars back in his direction. And the gate looks like it is about to fall. They are now putting crossbow upward up here. Whether they could just gun down this King's Bodyguard, they quite likely could. We also have the King's Bodyguard of Scotland now over here, which also looks great. I'm just gonna say, with like all the, let's get a view of it quickly. Look at this unit. Oh, beautiful. They're gonna go into the back of the Landwehr here. Yeah, this is. Oh, jeez, actually, that was not good. I thought that was gonna be a good charge. Sort of was, sort of wasn't. They kind of just stopped on the pikes. Actually, you know what? They're very much in there. They actually kind of got him, and now they're kind of pulling through though. Need to be careful. Look at this unit. It's gonna break instantly. These Landwehr pikes was not up for it. That's kind of big. Take this pike unit out easy. The general's done an absolute job here. Oh no, they rallied, and the King's Bodyguard started to lose kind of a lot of men here because they're pulling out of that combat. They're kind of pulling through. They should have just gone back the way they did because that would have been safer, and they would have got more men out. I think it's because they're trying to defend the gate. Well, the General of Scotland here has gotten himself into a whole sorts of trouble because he's now engaged swords here at the bottom of the gate as well. Didn't get a charge off from them. And there's also crossbows above him that could just gun him down. Luckily, they're more interested in these longbowmen. And we had a sally out. Why on earth did Denmark sally out? Maybe because he's got no army left? He's got some archers, and he's got a reasonable amount of infantry. That could have been useful. He decided to sally out. I don't know what for. There's a lot of cav out here. And the gate's now being captured is a real problem for Scotland, who's now going to deal with all these hospitalers. And he has got his general out of there with about half his men left. So, at least he got him out of there, I guess. But yeah, Scotland's going to have to think about retreating. He's basically defeated Sweden. He doesn't need to worry about these remaining few troops. Leave them to their own business. Just get your own guys back. I mean, it's this amount of arms now are losing. I think that's just because they're exhausted. But yeah, not looking good now for the defenders just because Norway's inside. He's fully in. But Norway hasn't got much in the way. Oh. What happened here? Oh, this is all the Swedish cav. I was wondering why there was so much cav here. It's because it's not all Norway's. There's actually a lot of Swedish cav. And that's wavering. I was thinking maybe had they gone under it and the oil been activated, which would be unlucky. Because I think when, like, at the moment it'll be when a routing Danishman goes through, it'll set off the oil. Oh, and this is not looking good either. The Scottish generals could get caught here. Tired versus active. Yeah, he could get caught. But it looks like the Norwegians are going to let him go. Going to spare him. What is going on over here? They just pull through that sword unit? I think they charged and then pulled through. And actually that caused them a lot of damage as well. I think they're just trying to rush towards the cap point. Again, on this side, it seemed like they just pulled through the longbow unit. I don't know whether it's just... Oh, yeah, they broke that unit anyway. It doesn't matter. You need to be careful with the old pull-throughs. I don't know whether it's because if the replay's corrupted, it's sometimes like they just do dumb things like this. But it seems like it's been running okay, so it's unlikely. It doesn't seem like it's corrupted. Templars here getting gunned down by... Oh, these crossbows, yeah, that are looping their shots. We've seen that iconic looping now. Well, not iconic, but you know, the looping. Yeah, I think they're just desperately after this general. They're after Scotland's general. It's what the Norwegians want. They want the Scotland general. See, this could be Robert the Bruce. There he is, but it's not. It's just some really old man. They could put like there's a few famous kings of Scotland you could slap in there. I'm being a big fan of Outlaw King. I would quite like to see Robert the Bruce for sure. Oh, there he goes. Dead. That is going to be catastrophic for the morale of Scotland. I mean, most of their infantry is kind of crappy stuff anyway. Well, not the Scottish Foot Knights so much, but like the Highlanders and like all their archers have got low morale, so they're not going to hold. And that's kind of what he's got left. That's the problem. And he's left it all at the gate. He's got one, like, shock infantry back here. But that's not going to withstand a charge. I don't know why they didn't just charge. The soldier could have just charged up here. That would have been perfectly fine. Oh, we've got another Scottish Foot Knight here. Yeah, they need to get more men back. They're trying to get their trebuchet back. And they don't need to hold the gate. If they've got men at the gate, just retreat the Highlanders. Leave the Ettrick archers there to die. But, I mean, they hold the gate. If they can just march through, the oil does a lot of damage. So, it's not worth it for Sweden to really push through the gate until he captures it. It looks like we're going to see the Norwegian general here. He's going to cut off the retreat here of the Scots. They're going to get these Ettrick archers, which are weirdly tired. I don't know why. You shouldn't be really running around. Unless you've been in combat, but you shouldn't really also... Oh, trebuchet firing. Really? Wow. Okay, that trebuchet's like firing while on the move. That trebuchet's just... It got a good shot. And it killed a few of the bodyguard, but it's only going to just mean they're going to kill it in a more brutal way now. Or maybe not. What is going on? Why are you not going for the trebuchet? Why did you not go for the Ettrick archers? What are you going for? Capturing a gate, maybe? I don't know. Artillery crew over here has been routed, though, by the Scottish Foot Knights. And we do have a push by Sweden again. Yeah, I think that the replay is slightly corrupted, because I don't think these pole arms would really be doing this. Maybe not, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. That's actually... I could just honestly have been just dumb Attila. Just like when you attack the unit, it just gets really close with the pole arms. Sometimes they edge through, sometimes they do that. I don't know if that's healthy. The sergeants seem like they're doing okay. Maybe they push them really far forward just to avoid the oil. Trebuchet. Oh, he's going to get a good hit here. I was about to say it's going to get a good hit. It did not. It just dropped short. That is unfortunate. Cav here, soldier. It looks like they did charge the hospitalers. And then they got butchered on their way back. Which is a bit of a risk, but it did not work. Landver and Pikes over here as well getting routed. I don't know how that's happened. Is that just to do with archer fire? I think it's to do with maybe like the, not archer fire, the towers. More than anything. Up here, Denmark is, I don't know if he's just like, I don't know what he's doing. He's just kind of left his men. I think just Denmark might be bugged out. I'm not sure. Because Denmark's troops were just standing here. So yeah, I think the replay has slightly broken, unfortunately. I had a feeling it might, but I wasn't entirely sure. Over on this side, it seems like it's still operating perfectly fine. Well, maybe bar these land there. They seem like they're having a fun time doing something. Well, these sergeants, not the Landburn. Yeah, but the rest of them are like charging off over it. Oh no, this is a different unit. That's come off the wall. Just shouldn't really send your men through the gate, but hey, there you go. They're actually winning as well. I think that's because they're pulling through now. Yeah, they are officially pulling through now. I think that's the replay more than the player, but I'm not sure. Cav here is probably also helping to rout these Ettrick archers. They've not routed them really quickly enough. The sergeants losing a lot. They could die here, to be fair themselves. These Ettrick archers. Oh, there you go. Towers have been destroyed. That's going to... I thought it would kill a lot of men. Yes, it killed a fair few sergeants, but that's about it. And, yeah, the sergeant's now losing. You got the Cav coming in. Jarl's bodyguard. Just going to try and rout these archers. Over on this side here, sergeants trying to rout the Scottish Foot Knights. And we've got the two generals. Oh, actually, it's not two generals. They've got the Hospitalers and the Rear Guard here. They're going to rout that trebuchet. And it's just, yeah, now a bit of a mopping up business. They've now got both armies in, the Swedes and the Norwegians.
Our men flee the field of battle.
It's going to be a close one, that's for sure. But I think, even though the Scots had the early advantage, they're just a little burnout at the end. And I think it's just really because they got, the attackers got inside. That's all it was. See, the Scottish Foot Knights, they're wavering, they're gone. I mean, they're going to get rear charged, I think, by one of these cav units, you'd imagine. What has gone on here? Why have you not managed to kill a single one of these Ettrick archers? This is, yeah, where the replay is bugged out, because these sergeants would have just pulled through. You try and kill these Ettrick archers at least, and the cav would do the same. But yeah, it seems like on this side as well, they killed off soldiers. I mean, they're doing okay. Killing off what is left, remains of things, but yeah. It's not really going to matter over here as well. There's a little fight going on between Templars and look at this, 2 Holy Orders fighting each other, and they're both probably thinking, why the hell are we fighting each other in the middle of Scotland? And fighting for different Scandinavian lords. Actually, I don't think these are fighting for Scottish lords, but still, it's quite hilarious to think about. There you go. It looks like the Hospitals are going to win that one. Landvern Pike over here as well. They're setting up. I mean, there's just nothing to counter this. That's the thing. They brought pole arms. I don't even think. Well, actually, I do think that the Danes have some pretty decent pole arms, but the Scots, I don't know if they even have any pikes. They might do. They might not. I honestly can't really remember the Scottish roster because it's that small. It's so hard to remember. So yeah, I don't know really what's going on inside of the wall here. I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit now because just to see what happens with the remains of this replay. So it looks like we're going to have the Scots are charging the Landvern Pikes. This is probably not going to end well for them. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a little bit dark on the dark side. I can't really do much about that. I put my brightness up as much as I could, sorry. Not as much as I wanted to. I just like leave it in darkness for you guys. It's like, no, you know what? You don't deserve brightness. But no, yeah, I turned up as much as I could, and while it still looked quite nice. Imagine if I put the shader on. Let's see what happens if I put the shader on. But it makes it very dark. Oh yeah, so dark. Let's not do that. It's like another level. Will these crossbow bondage just shoot him in the back? Honestly, would have thought so. Landvern Pikemen were losing for a second there. I'm not really sure why or how. Looks like we've got Scots just going to wait here patiently. He's going to take the crossbows. Not a bad idea. They are in sheer wall. They shouldn't take too many casualties. Thing is, there's just plenty of ways in. There's just a way up here. There's another way up on that side. Actually, no, that's not a way up. That's blocked. Okay, so it's just one more way up, which the Norwegians are about to use. And in a moment, we are probably about to, once this cavs in, they're probably recharged. Oh, the Scots charged down. I guess just wanted to die sword in hand rather than getting shot by crossbows. This side looks a little, like, is so much brighter. It's just the other side. It's just the dark side of the map. Okay, the cav's not going in. I don't know what's going on. The replay, like I said, is a little bit janky now. Last, like, 5 minutes, it's kind of just gone to heck. It's gone to hell. It's all gone to hell. The archers did win there against Hospitaller. Yeah, Denmark's like staying on the wall. I don't think would have happened. But yeah, so the last 20 seconds doesn't seem like anything's going to come from it. But it's been a fun one anyway. I think the attackers are going to go on and win it. As you can see there, yeah, a close defeat for Scotland. So we'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. Or not. It seems like the end results are not going to be happening today, unfortunately. This one was sent in by Rio, who was playing as one of the defenders. He's playing as Scotland. Thank you very much. I do think it was on maybe like an old version. I think it's just like just before the Byzantine update, which is unfortunate. Unless he was using Western Map Pack, which is possible. But there you go, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I do apologize about the end. Hopefully, if we can get some more 1212 AD replays, they will not be so buggy. But yes, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.